The Mitsubishi Outlander is a crossover SUV. It retains its off-road capabilities with a higher chassis and four-wheel drive. Its original name was the Airtrek. It was name given to it to describe its ability to transport its passengers on adventure-packed journeys in a free-as-a-bird manner. The Japanese public at least brought into that idea, as this 2006 model was the best-selling SUV in Japan from October 2006 to March 2007. Under the hood we have a 170 horsepower engine, 2.4 litre inline 4, that's capable of 0 to 100 in 10.8 seconds. With power comes thirst. Yet the CVT transmission keeps that in check with a reasonable petrol consumption of 9.5 litres per 100 kilometres. Back here we have oodles of boot space, 771 litres. That's much more than the Toyota RAV4 or the Honda CR-V. The boot also folds at the base, allowing easier access for your heavier luggage or the family dog. And with the seats down, I've actually seen 4 folding e-bikes fit into one of these. Under here, you also have 2 extra seats. Well suited to turn it into a 7-seater, however, it's more towards shorter journeys. So in the boot seats, there's not so much space for adults. I am surprised about the headroom though. I'm 5'11" and my head is just touching the roof. Be okay for shorter journeys, but not so much. Drink bottle test only really just fits on my knee, but then again my legs, as you can see, my legs are better. Yes, so if you have 7+ friends, make sure they're pretty comfortable with you. In the back seat, as you can see, you've got quite a lot of space. Very nice, smooth material all around, and even seats that, check this out, recline. I can slide forward and back, and also a little bit of adjustment. When it comes to the drink bottles test, we have a couple of objects here. Quite a lot of headroom, 5'11", remember, but still space to spare. As for the front, well, if you recline the seat back, you can fit 2 drink bottles. Pretty impressive. If you're looking for a new car, come down to your local Tube Cheap Cars branch. They can help you out with 0 down payment and also no repayments until 3 months. If you're curious to see their full range, you can check that out on this website link here. Up in the cabin with your storage options, you've got quite a bit going on. Your storage on the side here, up in a nice tidy front center console. Space for a smartphone under the radio, that's if you keep it singled in. And then also space for drink bottles, coffee cups in between here. Now the drink bottle sadly doesn't fit into this, so you're just going to be limited to your coffee cup. You also have one up here. And then you have a reasonably deep center console as well. Now a point of interest here in the center console, you do have power outlets, although it is this spec AC 100 volt, 100 watt. So not really well suited to New Zealand appliances, but it is a nice addition. The glove box space, I'd say it could be a little bit better. You can still fit a couple of drink bottles. However, it is pretty shallow. The overall dash itself, although be it a little bit bulky, it is nice and refined. You've got hard plastics on here as well, so it's going to be easy to clean and quite durable. When it comes to adjusting the steering, you can easily do so by changing the rake, but unfortunately not so much the length. On the steering wheel, you have quite a few easy access controls. You can control your volume, control your channel, but a nice little feature here are these paddle shifts for Tiptronic gearing. In automatic mode, the engine will send power to the rear wheels when the front ones start to slip. However, you can lock the system, so power is always delivered, at least some of it, to the rear wheels. As a compact SUV, the Outlander handles quite well, with minimal body roll in the corners. As for the cabin noise, it's not too bad. Most of it's coming from the engine rather than the road. the Xtronic CVT really does mitigate that by keeping the engine in the optimal rev band. And despite the recent ride height, it's still better suited to light off-roading and light trails. I tell you what though, for New Zealand roads, this thing floats along like it's on a magic carpet. Brilliant suspension. It's pretty standard for a compact SUV. 4.6 meters in length and a 10.6 meter turning circle. But where this really shines with parking is that little side mirror on the front there. You can get nice and close up into the curb. So if you like the idea of a compact SUV, Mitsubishi Outlander is for you. Especially if you like to travel around on and off-road in comfort and style.
Too cheap.